Hello and welcome to this first look video on Sutton Farm. So it's only just been released on FS UK, so I thought we'd come and take a look around it. So it's a map based in Suffolk in East Anglia. So we've got a good well-known East Anglian machinery dealer there, Thurlow & Standon. Most of us who are involved in agriculture in this part of the country know of them. So let's have a look around, see what we can find on here. So there's one thing which is jumping out at me right away, which is not the best thing to be looking at. We have a painted border to the edge of the map here. So that's immediately sort of spoils it a bit for me seeing that there, unfortunately. So right at the edge of the map here. It's slightly better hidden here, as you can see, because I think we'll drive into it there. So it's slightly better hidden, but as you see trees there, but the grass just doesn't look right. The border could be better disguised there, really, in my opinion. So let's move on to some slightly better bits then. Well, the roads are looking good, they're not painted, they look proper road sections here. Come back up here later to our farm, that's right up here as well. To houses which look like they're right for UK as well, which is good. So just carry on along here and see what we can find. So I've not actually been on here yet other than to buy this at the shop. I've come onto here in new farmer mode to see what we actually get presented with. So it looks like we've got some fair sized fields on here. Again, even at this distance, that painted border just stands out like a sore thumb, unfortunately. I think it's the best way to put it. Other than that, it looks good in that direction. It's just sort of spoiling it along the left-hand side there for me, unfortunately. Trying not to drive into a tree there. So and ignore that border for now then. So we're back to hedges on here, which is good. So it's looking more like a UK map again. So, because it's 19, we've obviously got cotton here, which I know would not be a crop we grow in this part of the world. Being Norfolk based myself, this is literally across the border for me. So I feel like I need a passport to be on a Suffolk map. So we got another building there, which actually looks like it could be a sell point of some description, so we'll have a look in there. So I've not been on here or looked around and done anything yet, so I'm seeing it all for the first time at the same time as you are watching this video. So I would say that could be hay and straw, as this is a stable. I'm not sure. So I'll have a look on the where we are on the map here. So it's the barn, so yeah, that'd be hay and straw, I guess. So that's going to be a nice tight one to get into with the bale wagon, that's for certain. Using the artisan stack or one of the flatbed trails, you struggle to get round there. Let's just hop off a minute and have a look here. If this had the gate actually opens. It doesn't seem to. So that one could be a bit of an issue if that's the only way in and out of there. Carry on down here, so more nice sized fields to the left there. Looks like we've got a barn up here with some machinery in it. This looks like it belongs to us. This field's on the right. So Let's see what some of the machineries we've got. So we've got a placeable there, which let's pull up beside if we use that on other maps. It looks like one of the placeable fill or buy points for lime, etc. Whether it actually works, whether it's just a decoration, I think. So we've got a Vardstat drill sitting there, combine up here, another nice looking barn here. Seems very fitting for the area. Spent quite a bit of time working in Suffolk. Good sound effects to them. Nice sized barn there for storage. Leave that door open. So looking in front of us, I'd say we might have the BGA. I could be wrong. We'll find out in a second. I'm wrong quite often, so this may not be a change in that area. So yeah, we're up here at the BGA now. So a very accurate looking silage clamp there. It's actually quite a nice touch. There's a sheeted over one in here. Still leaves us 2 full ones to use. Shame it's fairly high digester tip point though. So we'll carry on our little trip round this way for now. So give a proper look at the map once we've just driven around some of this. First person view, third person. So literally driving around the border of the map at the moment. Let's see. So it looks quite good behind those painted trees. I think if those trees weren't there, it'd actually look better. The border just needs that little bit of refinement to get it to look special, really. So I'd say we're coming down to the end of the map again. Yep. So obviously the hedges haven't got collision on them, as I've just done that to them. So as far down the bottom end of the map as we can go at the moment. Let's head back up the other way. Turn the traffic off, so I haven't got to worry about driving into that anywhere, especially at this speed. So, I don't know if there's no track there, otherwise I would have just cut through one of our fields there. Got field 7 and 8 hours to use. See the roads off to the left anyway we can cut through. Nice bushes on the edge here. It looks fairly accurate to parts of Suffolk I've been into, and some bits of Norfolk for that matter. How the trees are dotted around the road, that feels more like the Breckland side of Suffolk. Got a track down there, so give everyone a good laugh. There we go, we're upright again. Need to turn one over sooner or later in the video. Let's head down this track and see where it leads us. In some nice big fields by the looks of it. Bits of grass dotted about. proper style farm tracks, rough enough to shake your teeth out. Nice irregular shaped fields. So we might have some woodland up here. Let's have a look into. Back onto the road by the looks of it. Let's have a quick detour into the woods there and see what we've got. So, lots of grass on the floor, not woodland soil texture. It looks like that might be beneath the grass in places. Not lots of trees of the right sort to be cut down with the tree harvesters, unfortunately. It'll be a chainsaw job by the looks of that. Let's just make this map a bit bigger for a moment. So we're heading down towards another shop and animal dealer. Once we're done down here, we'll head back up to the farmyard and have a look around there. We've got, looks like the animal dealers off Felsburn here. Countrywide shop there as well. So 5.4 things there as well. Let's head back up towards the farmyard now. See if I can get away without turning this over again, or nearly turning it over again. Take a bit of lead out of my right foot. For the most part, I'm liking everything I see apart from the obvious one we keep coming back to. So every time we turn towards it, more or less jumps out and hits you in the face. Other than that, I'm not liking everything else on here. Back up to our farmyard here. Let's put that little map up again. So we come into our farmyard. So we've got a big stack of potato boxes there. Nice machinery sheds. So I'll get off and have a walk round on foot in here. So all the machinery in the yard other than the Mahindra is ours when we join the map. Another nice big barn there. Lots of shed space around here. You can never have enough shed space. I don't know if these walls have got collisions on so we can use them as a grind store if necessary. I've certainly got a look of the buildings what are on Oakfield in FS17 to me. I would say they're definitely the ones what are on 17 now they look. So you've got a house over there. Another shed there for storage. Let's see if we can find the animal accommodation now, shall we? Let's just put that map up bigger, see where got to go in relation to that. So right into the middle of the farm by the looks of it. So we'll leave that up big so I can see where we're going. go through the machinery and everything in a few minutes. Let's just find the animal accommodation. So now if we go left, we go to the shop. So just back down here where we came from. Now we've been down here once. There's a bit more wooded area there. Which again looks like standard trees in it. Looks to me as if we veer off down this track we were just on. Might cut across some fields here to save a bit of hunting time. So we're going to have to cut across to the left somewhere down here. We've already been down here once. Keep to the grass, it's a bit smoother. If I cut across down here, we should come out somewhere near the animals down the bottom here. I think I see something in the distance there. It's giving us an idea just how big some of these fields are coming down this way. Little hole there. Several fields as we come down here. Another track off to the left here. So let's have a go down here towards the pigs. What I presume is the pigs, which would be that's the only livestock we've actually got on here. Which is certainly something you see a lot of in Suffolk, especially on the lighter land. Certainly some good bumps in that track to catch you out if you're not paying attention. So we've got a big pig unit down here by the looks of it. So there's a farm predominantly aimed at the pigs and arable by the looks of it. Lots and lots of pigs. It's really accurate for the area. So if you want to be a pig farm, this is definitely the map for you. Another big hole there, and there. So definitely accurate for a pig farm, big holes in the tracks. Looks like we might have a big lake in the middle here. So a nearby water source. Which is good. Watch out for them holes. Yeah, we've got a lovely big pond here. Hopefully they'll fill up from that for the pigs, is the idea. So, let's stop ourselves here and have a look through here. So, this is our main yard. We're down, the farmer's up here. Got the shop up there, the animal dealer's down here. We're on the big pig field here at the moment. You see we've got some quite big fields in here. Let's have a look how the prices compare. So we've got a big wooded area there. So that's a lot of money. £2,382,451 for that lump. So if you want to buy land on here, you need some serious money in the bank. Fields certainly are not cheap. 960. There are groups of fields on here. So 940,000. Looks like it's the cheapest block of land on there. So you better have some serious money available to expand. But on the plus side, we do start with 16, 17, or 15, 16, 17, 8, 7 and 8, and the pigs. So there's a good chunk of land you start with, which might help towards the clawing some money in to actually expand if you want to play legitimately. Otherwise, it's a case of using some cheated XMLs to do it. So let's have a look at our machinery now, what we've got on here. So we've got the Vultra T194, 6135M, the Activia Combine, the Mahindra is mine, nothing to do with the map, Agroliner trailer, combine header, plough, cultivator, Vardostat, sprayer, header trailer, and enough pig enclosures for 1200 pigs. Some nice feed silos, 40,000 litre capacity ones. The main farmers are placeable. Out farm, easy shed. A few other mods in there as well by the looks of that. Seed lime, liquid fertiliser station, and the farmhouse. So you do start with a fair amount of equipment on here. So certainly a map if you want to have big fields and can overlook the borders of it. Everything else doesn't look too bad. If you want to farm pigs, it's definitely one for you. So I hope you've enjoyed this first look video. If you have, please remember to drop a like, it all helps. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye for now.